The top stories for the hour. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed calls for a new era of comprehensive sovereignty to strengthen Ethiopia. And latest macroeconomic reforms will boost investors' confidence, encouraging more investment in Ethiopia. Hello and everyone, welcome. You're watching ABC World from the capital, Addis Ababa. Do stay tuned. I'll see you right after the transition. Welcome back, and now the news in full. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed underscored the importance of broadening the concept of sovereignty to encompass various dimensions beyond mere transitional integrity. Speaking at a National Sovereignty Day, the Prime Minister outlined a vision for a more comprehensive approach to maintain interests. We are proud to maintain our sovereignty, but we understand that territorial integrity does not stand alone, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed stated, saying sovereignty must be holistic. The Prime Minister highlighted the need for food sovereignty, technology sovereignty and budget sovereignty as critical components in strengthening national sovereignty. He stressed that these elements are integral to preventing the erosion of Ethiopia's national power and autonomy. We need a new kind of patriotism to support these areas of sovereignty, a nationalist patriotism, Abiy said. This form of patriotism involves dedicating time, knowledge, money and labor to uphold the sovereignty of Ethiopia in all aspects. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed underscored that the nation's future depends on the collective efforts of its citizens, who are the true builders and protectors of their country. He called on all Ethiopians to contribute actively to the realization of this broader vision of sovereignty. The Prime Minister's remarks resonate with ongoing national efforts to enhance self-reliance and resilience in various sectors, aiming to ensure a stable and prosperous future for Ethiopia. National Sovereignty Day was celebrated vibrantly with a variety of events attended by senior government officials, security forces and city residents. In another development, the African Urban Forum is regarded as a crucial and timely event for addressing shared challenges across the continent and exploring viable solutions. Makley Kanyan Garaga, former climate advisor to COMESA, highlighted that the forum offers an ideal platform for Addis Ababa to share its success story and strategies to other sister cities. Goshu Meleso has compiled the full story.
Addis Ababa has hosted the first ever urban forum. Participants across the continent are gathering to discuss pressing urbanization challenges and collaborate on sustainable solutions. Former climate advisor to COMESA said the forum is timely to discuss and address shared challenges across the continent.
This forum is very timely, and it is important that it is being held, like you said, in Addis Ababa, which is the political capital of Africa. Addis Ababa has had its fair share of problems, but also it has had a lot of successes in tackling many of those problems. It's one of the biggest cities on the continent, with probably one of the largest populations, city populations on the continent. The problems stem from the rural-urban migration. So you really do not want to just look at the urban areas in isolation.
Kanian Garara highlighted the forum offers an ideal platform for Addis Ababa to share its success stories to sister cities.
Ethiopia has done exceedingly well in its famous tree planting program, where I believe we are now targeting 2 billion trees a year. That is fantastic, right? You have also got a lot of experience in restoring degraded lands. You have a lot of experience with the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which is now a game changer, not only for Ethiopia, but for the entire Nile Basin, in that you're going to generate enough power, clean, renewable power, that will decarbonize the economy, not only of Ethiopia, but also of neighboring countries.
He voiced that Addis Ababa is doing well in renovating itself.
The host of this event, Ethiopia can showcase its urban development. You know, you've done so well in opening up roads, in doing up the roads, in doing up electricity, in urban renewal and modernization. The last time I was in Addis Ababa, some parts of Addis Ababa, you think you are in New York or some places like that. So Addis Ababa has done exceedingly well in renewing itself and also in providing the services, providing enough food, enough transport, and so on. So there is a lot that Ethiopia can share with the rest of the continent in terms of the urban areas.
The forum, which has been taking place for 3 consecutive days, wrapped up today.
In our final business segment, the Ethiopian Investment Commission announced that the latest macroeconomic reforms will boost investor confidence, encouraging more investment in Ethiopia. The Commission stated that it is actively working to attract more foreign direct investment with a goal of securing over 5 billion USD in the 2017 Ethiopian fiscal year. Once again, Goshu Melesew has compiled the story.
Ethiopia has been one of the fastest growing economies over the past 2 decades. The country is implementing major macroeconomic reforms to reduce foreign currency shortages and revamp its economy. The key reforms include market-based economy and floating exchange rates as a policy tool. Talking to EBC World on the prospects of macroeconomic reforms, Ethiopian Investment Commission commissioner said the macroeconomic reform will build investors' confidence to invest more in Ethiopia.
The macroeconomic reform is a very big development for us as the Ethiopian Investment Commission in our efforts to increase foreign direct investment into the country. One of the challenges so far has been the shortage of foreign currency. In our discussions with potential investors, this is one of the top challenges that comes up when investors consider Ethiopia as a potential destination for their investments. This macroeconomic reform goes a long way in terms of addressing this big challenge for investors, because now investors will have the confidence to put their money into the country with full confidence that they will be able to repatriate their profits and to bring out the foreign currency that they have. So we're very happy, and we are very much looking forward to attract additional FDI in light of this very significant change in our macroeconomic environment.
Recalling Ethiopia has secured 3.9 billion USD FDI in the concluded fiscal year, the country plans to attract over $5 billion FDI in 2017 Ethiopian fiscal year.
So in 2016, in the fiscal year we just finished, we attracted 3.9 billion total FDI. In 2017 fiscal year, we're planning to increase that to 5.07 billion USD.
Hanari affirmed that the government of Ethiopia provides full support for investors who are interested to engage in renewable energy.
We're already exporting energy to 3 neighboring countries, and this will continue to grow. So for investors thinking about investments in renewable energy, Ethiopia offers both the resources and the market, domestic and neighboring countries, for renewable energy. So, and in addition to that, the great government support and the focus on the energy sector is also another key enabler.
The reform represents a comprehensive set of measures that supports Ethiopia's current development and its integration with the rest of the world. Eros Learned.
And now a recap of the top stories once again. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed calls for a new era of comprehensive sovereignty to strengthen Ethiopia. And the latest macroeconomic reforms will boost investors' confidence, encouraging more investment in Ethiopia. You've been watching ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism from the capital, Addis Ababa, with me, Bina and the technical crew. Do stay tuned with the remaining program on ABC World. Goodbye from me now.